Be Bridgerton, I am your host. This is the D Dreamer, Elaine Spur. When I was a kid, I sensed something bad happened in my hometown, Elaine, Arkansas. When I got older, I realized what it was. It was a very sad situation that happened in my hometown. Dig this here. When racism don't want something, they normally just kill what they don't want. I really don't think that's going to continue. The Lord sent me through this. This is the D Dreamer, Elaine Spur. I created one for Michigan, but they didn't want it. See, it started. Black people were sharecroppers. Sharecropping is basically a share farming experience where black people do work, cotton in that area at that time, and they sold it to the white people. It was a family business, just like what I recently came up with called the Boss I Call Club. Well, it's not really a family business, but it's like God's sharecropping. Black soldiers returned from World War I, as well as white soldiers. They were still getting cheated for their prices by the white owners of the Phillips County, Arkansas area. God been watching this, y'all. So they called in the union or telegraph. I don't know how they did that. But here, white people organized. They got their guns. A local lodge. They had a meeting with the union inside of a Spur church outside of Elaine, Arkansas. White people said, "Get away from here!" And they started shooting up the church, and it was some armed guards outside. One white officer died. Shooting inside of the church, people died. Black armed guard that was at the church, he went to West Helena, Arkansas, and told the sheriff, and the sheriff sent out a telegraph and pretty much lied. Newspapers did their share in lying. Blacks plot to kill whites, which is totally a lie. Black people started fleeing from the area. They all escaped. White people from all over the area came with their guns, as you know how racism do. My great-granddaddy. See, my mama told me my granddaddy did lose his arm during this war. However, her older sister and my dad, who we talked to, told what really happened. See, I can see how a grandparent would want to tell his granddaughter the truth. My granddaddy fought them off, and I am alive because of it. Black people started to fight back. Soldiers, and then white people came in, and they did exactly what they was going to do. You know how racism worked. They killed people on the railroad tracks. They left bodies in the lakes and the rivers. Soldiers came in. Black soldiers came out thinking that they was their ally, and they soldiers shot them up. They arrested some of the black people outside of a angry mob. So you know how that trial went. They buried the people all over Elaine. They even took our land. That's why we end up working for white people. They took it to the Supreme Court. The Elaine 12 is what they call it. And they got freed. See, hear this thing. When I was a kid, I asked the Lord,